All right, greetings everybody. Del Puckett here with a very advanced rocket science theoretical cigar box guitar lesson. Okay, so I'm going to assume a bunch of things in this video and I'm going to go extremely fast. So bear with me. We are tuned E, B, E. All right, so I'm going to assume you already have some knowledge here. Okay, this would be the open chord of kind of a blues riff or whatever. Just the open string, right? The fifth fret, right? That would be the 4 chord, and then the 7th fret that would be the 5 chord. Okay, so I have to assume that you know that already, and if you don't, then I just taught it to you. The next thing I'm going to assume is that you know the pentatonic scale. The pentatonic scale is one of the most versatile scales you can know. In this case here, we're going to go open to the 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 10th fret, and back to the octave again at the double dot, right? So I'm going to assume that you are kind of familiar with pentatonic scale, because we're going to be using the pentatonic scale. We're going to be using the context of the blues here in the key of E. That's it. Okay, so now that brings me to the awesome part of this lesson, the technical stuff. Okay, you guys remember the Hendrix chord here I showed you in a lesson a while back. Okay, so if we're in the key of E, which we are, we build this chord up here. This is the major third, all the way up here, the major third above the root. And then this little chord underneath it, right? That's the upper end of the Hendrix chord. That's the 15th fret. So, a couple of things here. We can take this chord and we can move this chord up and down at minor third intervals. What's a minor third? So a minor third is a step and a half, okay? From here down to here, that's a minor third. That's a step and a half. So I'm going to take this chord and move it. Then once I get down there, I'm going to move it down another minor third. Move it down another minor third. So this is what it sounds like. Okay, so we're borrowing from diminished theory, and we're applying those rules of inverting your chords by moving them every minor third. We're borrowing that law and we're applying it to this Jimi Hendrix chord. That's the first thing. The second thing is that we're going to follow the high note of the pentatonic scale, but we're going to arpeggiate this Jimi Hendrix chord right on top of it. So if here's the note, I'm going to approach it by going, here's the next note, Jimi Hendrix chord. Next note is this one. I'm going to Jimi Hendrix chord into it, so forth and so on. Okay, so you approach those melody notes pentatonic scale wise, arpeggiating through the Hendrix chord and nailing that. So you just kind of sprinkle that into your licks. Okay, so now getting back to the moving this Jimi Hendrix chord around up and down at minor third intervals. While I'm playing my groove, I'm on the 1 chord. Or it could be whatever groove you're on. I'm just going to So same thing, whenever I get to the 4 chord, its Jimi Hendrix chord is going to be a major third, which is 2 whole steps above the root. So I'm going to build my Hendrix chord right here where my pinky is. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm throwing that in on the 4 chord. When I get to the 5 chord, here's the 5 chord on the 7th fret. Its major third is right up here, so I'm going to be building my and again, that's 2 whole steps above the root is going to be where I'm placing my Hendrix chord. That would be for the 5 chord. Then back to the root. All right, so Let's see if I can blotch this. So you can have a lot of fun with that. Seriously, the sky is the limit with all the things that you can do to throw into your ad-lib. Just jabs of all these dissonant Hendrix chords at these minor third intervals, and all just kind of grooving in the beat. And then also improvising on that pentatonic scale, arpeggiating through the... And you get the pentatonic here, and then the mathematical division here. All right, so enough of that theoretical stuff. Time to have some fun. Yeah!